Hello everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Thanks for tuning in once again. Um, just want to say thank you for those of you who have subscribed and watched some of what I put out there. I really appreciate that. When the idea hits me for things to make, then I go out to do them, and I'm trying to improve on how I do my process of editing, and just trying to get that under my belt. So it means a lot that people have liked it and have seen it and enjoy it. So that is a really big thing for me. But today I want to talk about stumbling, I guess. So stumbling and falling, and the importance of getting back up. The importance of perseverance, and the importance of trying again. And it's probably cliche, it's probably been said a million times, but you can stumble and you can fall as many times as you want, but you just have to remember to get back up. And that's life. This past week, last week, I felt myself, like the week before, I was doing great. I was doing really well. Was trying to put more videos and things out there, and things like that. And then the week after that, it was harder for me to keep doing that, so it became a little less frequent. And you may have noticed that. And so I did try and do the live stream. I'm trying to commit to the live stream thing. But the videos, I wasn't putting out as many videos because there was nothing I was feeling at the time that I felt was important and necessary to talk about. But this week, I've had a slow start. Like at the end of last week, I was like starting to stagnate a little bit, and I was like slowing down, and I kind of collapsed a little bit. Like my house is in pretty bad shape. It's in pretty good disrepair. I moved around stuff, and it's just sitting there. My kitchen is dirty. I haven't taken the trash out as of yet, but I'm going to. But I say all this because it's like we can fall, right? We can all fall. We can all have a moment of relapse where we are just forget ourselves, and we all go into this automatic mode of thinking, and the automatic thing of just like, this is here, I'm in this moment, and I'm not gonna worry about my outside surroundings. But I just want to emphasize to you, the viewer, those of you watching, if you're seeing this, I think that you're meant to see it, that as much as you put yourself down, if you do put yourself down, the important thing is that you don't stay there. You don't stay there, right? We all know what our potential is. We all know where we are. We all know where we come from. And we all know what we can be. Every single person on this earth has that idea of themselves to be the best version of themselves. And we forget that a lot. A lot. Years, decades even, to before we even realize that we're going down the wrong path, or that we're going in the wrong direction. And, for me, I obviously have gone down the wrong direction for a while, and was feeling that way, but I still feel I've kind of done a little bit of course correction. And even still, though, I thought that was, it's never the end all be all. Like when you make a big decision, it's never the end of making those decisions, right? It's not a happily ever after. Unfortunately, human life, human stories, is not a happily ever after. If it was, then it would be struggle, utopia, and plateau for the rest of existence. But more human existence is more like that type of thing. So it goes and it goes and it goes up and it goes down and it goes up and it goes down. And that's human nature and that's human life and that's how we do things. The problem comes when your life goes like this, goes up, then it goes down, and then you decide, I'm going to just slide. I'm just going to continue to slide down. I'm just going to continue to head downwards because I've made either the unconscious decision that my life can never achieve what I've wanted it to be, or you've consciously chosen, like, that'll never be me. There's two ways of going this route, and both of them have to do with mindset, and both of them have to do with how you think about the world. And the most important thing for success, the most important thing to continue to, if you want to have that, you want the climaxes, you want the troughs, you want that, because that's the human experience. That's what we're all here to experience. If we all did this, then there'd be no point in being human, right? If we just all went up here and then just all stayed here, there'd be no point. So love this. Love the going up and the coming down and the going up and the coming down and the going up again and then staying and then coming down again, because that is how you become better. That's how you achieve and realize your potential. Because if this gets you here, then guess what? You can never get here if you're happy being here, right? So, and sometimes you sacrifice too much and you head down here, but then you make another decision that gets you all the way back up there, even further than you've already made before. And that's the thing about stagnation. We all have this idea of if I just get to this point, then I can be happy for the rest of my life. But unfortunately, and I hate to say this, human existence was never designed, never supposed to be that way. Some people are born into that, where they, and to a degree, but everyone has their own personal problems. Everyone has their own personal outlooks and choices and things that they have to make in order to either make or break their own lives. And we all live with those things every single day. The problem I have is when people say, you don't have to do any of this, you don't have to do any of this climb to get here. You can just go, no. You don't have to do any gradual time consumption to get to this. You just go, and forever. And that's not realistic. That's a 90-degree angle. 90-degree angles only happen in miracle geometry world. And it's just not a thing. So, what was I saying? My main thing is that, so my house is dirty. My house is dirty, and it's been dirty for like 2 weeks. It's just been slowly, gradually on the decline. And you know what, today? I'm going to go and I'm going to clean everything. It's going to be so nice. And I have this in my head because, I get to this point where it's like, okay, I can't tolerate this anymore. And that's important. That's an important mechanism to have in your brain, where it's just like, okay, the standard that I'm at, I am no longer satisfied with, because that's the only way either things get better or things get worse. And you learn through experience. And the more that you experience that you have, the better things can be, because you can't go down here because you know the pitfalls that get you down here. So my thing is, realize that, yes, your house may be dirty. Yes, your life might be somewhat in jeopardy as far as financially or something along those lines. But you need those things. We need those things in order to become the best version of ourselves. And if we're just happy with just getting to a plateau and staying there, then life ultimately will come around and tell you that that's not the way it works, and will send you all the way back down because you are so comfortable. That's what ego is. That's what it all is. It's just like comfortability, survivability. The whole idea is not challenging yourself, not challenging your brain, not challenging your thinking, not even your thinking, you're just not challenging what is actually possible in the universe, because because everyone around you, has convinced you that you have to live a specific life or a specific way of doing things. And that's just not the case. So enjoy the troughs. Enjoy the climaxes. Enjoy the steady lines. Enjoy the dirty. Enjoy the clean. Enjoy all of that. As long as you know that you're not going to be here forever. Because when people start to make policies and make decisions that say, I'm going to just remain here because that's survival. That's survival. That's not living. That's not living. Living is this. Survival is this. And it doesn't matter what level that you're on. If you're up here and you're still surviving if you're going into the same level. If you're here, then you come up here and you're still surviving if you're going to the same level. If you're here and you go down here, you're still surviving at the same level. You're not making any potential decisions to make yourself better or worse. And people are scared of making the worst choice, but when you take the chance, you often find, more often than not, that the choice and the chance that you took makes you better off. And you learn, even if you do make those mistakes, that you are better off. You become a better version of yourself. And that's how you get to these things. It comes with time and effort and choice and chance. And as improbable and as weird as that sounds, you need to understand that where you're at is, again, and I've said this before when I did my introduction video, that you are where you're meant to be. You are doing what you're supposed to be doing at this time, at this place, in this moment in time and space. And I just made a rhyme. And anyway, but it's so important that you take the time to realize and appreciate, okay, my house is dirty, and I love that. I love that because now, guess what? I get the opportunity to clean it, and I get to move things around and put them where I want to put them. It's not, oh my God, my house is dirty, it'll never get clean, it'll never do anything. It's going to remain like this for the rest of my life. No, the decision I made is like, I see this place, and I know it can be better. I know that I could survive like this, the way that it is. It's not like I'm gonna die if I keep it this way, but it'll still be the same level of existence should I keep it this way. But today I've made the conscious decision that I'm not going to be okay with this anymore. I'm not going to be okay with this standard of living, the way things have always been done for this moment and period of my life, and I'm willing and ready to change it. And that can be you. That can be us. That could be humanity. That could be society. That could be us collectively deciding that it is time to come together and to make the things that have kept us at the survivable level are no longer serving us. Yes, there may be chances for us to dip, and yes, there may be chances for us to rise, but if we are at this level and we're unhappy with it, then the only thing to do is to make that chance, is to take that choice. Anyway, I just wanted to say this because it just came to me and I was like, I need to speak about this and I need to get this out there and I want to upload this. And this is going to be totally unedited. It's not going to have anything to it. But if you did enjoy this, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Tell me how you felt about it. Tell me what you feel in your own life. Tell me, how do you feel about life, and how do you feel about troughs, and how do you feel about valleys, and how do you feel about peaks and climbs, and all of those things that make us human, because that is the essence of life and living. It's not surviving. It's not this. It's this. It's waves, vibrations, things that we can sense and feel and know intuitively. Anyway, I've rambled on enough, but thank you again for watching. Thank you, and Semper Sursum, and Excelsior. Have a wonderful rest of your day.